Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hugo, Colorado, specifically the Hugo Roundhouse, located not far from the Lincoln County Courthouse. And it's a place you really got to visit. It's quite big in person, and a lot has been done to it to make it look like it is today. It still needs quite a bit of work to be complete, but it's come a long way from what it has been. So we're just going to go ahead and walk around a little bit and see what there is around here. Okay, we have the northernmost side over here, and if you stand near this fence here, you can get a scale of how big it is. And of course, it had to be big to house the old steam locomotives of the time for the Union Pacific. But if you look through the windows at the right time, you can see all the sun coming through those big windows above the wooden doors, and it looks real nice in there. But yeah, it's quite big in person, and there is a fence in the way, so please, if you do decide to visit, of course, do not be a hooligan. Don't come here to vandalize anything. Respect the property and the history that's here. But yeah, if you stand close enough, you get how big it truly is. Let's go around the back. Around the back here, you can see it starts to curve and everything, and it's still really big back here, but if you keep walking around, it takes quite a while to kind of get to the other side, but it's still all real nice back here. And you have your little door right here in one of the windows to get inside if anyone has to. But yeah, this is only about halfway across the rear end here. I see the light. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a decent walk from one side to the other. But now we're here on the south side, and we'll get to these in a minute. But over here it's the same as the north side, but it's still real nice and just humongous to be here in person. Bit of stuff all over the ground here from the restoration. But yeah, she's pretty big, and she looks real good right now compared to what she started out as. And let's go take a look at the front. And the main piece right here is just spectacular right here. All the giant wooden doors that used to be opened by hand, and used to be rails coming out of here to go to a turntable. And yeah, it's just so cool to be able to see something like this today, and to know that this was pretty much one of the lifelines of this town. And yeah, so she looks great. She definitely didn't when they started work on this. You can look it up on YouTube, and it should bring a few videos up on the Hugo Roundhouse, and it'll show you what it looked like before all of this was done. But I'll see if I can find a few, link them down in the description maybe. But there certainly a lot of work that's gone into this. It still needs interior work done, but outside, the exterior looks great. So that's about it for the Roundhouse itself. Really something you should come take a look at. Please do respect it, of course. Don't be a fool, and just come to admire it. Let's move on to some other stuff. Around here too, they got a bit of rolling stock just sitting around. They got this flatbed right here, Union Pacific flatbed, and it's obviously seen better days, judging by the wood on top. And it looks like it says it was once property of the Museum of Railway Workers. I wonder if that's still a museum. Still a lot of the old information on it. And then if you come up here, there's an old boxcar for the Pacific Fruit Express, it looks like. And then you can come here and see these giant knuckle couplers holding them together. Looks like it belonged to the Southern Pacific line and Union Pacific, it looks like. But once you get up close to it, and of course respect these as you would the Roundhouse too, you really get a sense of how tall trains really are. I'm about 6'3", and that's still towering right over me. That's so cool. Then right here we got a little platform. Probably something they would have used back in the day to load these suckers up. Come on up here and it takes you up to this big old door. It's obviously latched, but still, just standing here next to it, it still towers above me just a little bit. You can get another real nice view of the Roundhouse from it too. A little higher up. You can kind of see in there too. You can see some of the beams on the inside. Yeah, let's move on to the last bit of rolling stock. And right here, we have this, well, what's left of a caboose, it looks like. Kind of the worst for wear out of all the rolling stock here. But it's still real nice to look at up close. Some of the wood has rotted away. The windows have been boarded up. Paint's fading. So there's still a lot of work to be done here. But it's still so cool to be able to see these things up close. Old trackside tree, looks like. And right here, just a little ways north of the caboose, you can see all this concrete right here. And if you look around, it goes in a circle. This used to be where the old turntable sat. And as you can see, some of it's gone now, and all that remains is the line here of where it used to be in the dirt. It's a real shame that it didn't stick around as well, because that would have been real cool to be able to see the turntable as well. But if you do come here, you can see what remains and the ghost of the turntable itself, if that's something you're interested in too. And with that, that's pretty much it around here. It's not a whole lot, but there's still a lot of cool stuff to look at. If you would like to learn more about the Roundhouse, I'm sure you could go on to Google and just Google the Hugo Roundhouse, and plenty of information will pop up. But while you're in town too, you can stop by the Osborne supermarket that's close enough by. And at the time of recording this, they sell a little magazine that tells you about the history of this place. And yeah, if you wanted to, you could pick up one of those and learn a little bit more about this place. So with that being said, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.